Hey guys, it's me Jace, and I am back with another tutorial, and this time it's for another hook only design. Okay, I know some of you are not so into hook only designs, but I have to encourage you guys because hook only designs really make you very creative because it challenges your imagination. And the best way to keep your mind active and creative is by always challenge your imagination. Okay? Never get used to the usual. Look at me, I am so weird. Okay? So, the best way for you is to always make sure that you take steps into taking daring things and really pushing yourself. And I think that hook only designs when it comes to looming, it really pushes people like me. I got so irritated when I couldn't get it at first, but going back to the project, we have a new project, and this one is something that I am so in love with because it is so pretty and easy to make. Okay, this is called the snowdrop bracelet. The snowdrop bracelet. Okay. So Rob, I'm not making fun of you. I just think that you've got a signature way of speaking that makes you uniquely Rob of Justin's Toys, which I love. Okay, plugging. Okay, so this one is really pretty, and I think that it's so unique. Um, Perfect for December. Can you manage just less than a month? No, well, it's almost less, just a month from Christmas, and oh my God, I'm so excited because I love Christmas. It's full of happiness and joy, and you know me, crazy guy, always smiling and laughing. So here you go. So again, going back. Okay, I keep straying. I'm so ADHD. Okay, this is the snowdrop bracelet created by one of the most amazingly creative Instagrammers and bloomers, Adele Griffiths. Okay, she is so loved by so many because she's got like amazing ideas and she's so creative. So this is again her project. I actually just filmed again another one which is called Rambling Roses. Watch out for that. And so this is Snowdrop, and she has already posted a lot, and I've been seeing conversations and many people are saying please share something, please share the flipogram that you sent Jace, and thank you Adele for keeping it keeping the flipogram exclusive to the channel. I super appreciate it. I love you. Okay, so here is the original post of the snowdrop bracelet. See, I tried to copy it the best way I could, but she suggested I use limited edition bands. So anyway, this is Adele Griffiths, so please give her a follow. Amazing, unique account, and also a fantastic designer. Definitely one of my favorites. Okay, so we are now going to start. This is the snowdrop bracelet, guys. So let's get ready. Okay, for snowdrop bracelet, what we will be using are just three colors, and the steps are super easy. You just have to pay attention really well. Okay, so the first thing that we will do is that for the green that you see, I will be using my limited edition glitter blue. Okay, and then for the white, sorry, no, for the gold, the gold that you see there, I'll be using my glitter gold. Yee! It's so Christmas colors. And for the white, I will be using a super limited edition, hard to find color. That is so rare, you will have a hard time looking for it. I am using white. Okay, sorry. That was a terrible laugh. So irritating. Even I got irritated with myself. Okay. So here's the white. Okay, so I'm using my limited edition bags as promised to Adele. So here we go. So the first thing that we will do is to get our hook, and the first color that we will be looping will be our blue. Okay, so or whatever your first color is. But sometimes if you're a beginner, I suggest you use the same color as mine so that you don't get confused. Okay, and by the way, yes, the thicker or the more unique your bands are, the better it is for this particular project. So let's start. The first thing you will do is to put your cap band, okay, not cap band, rather to put your band on your hook and create a cap band or an infinity. Okay, so just do it that way. Okay, and then the next thing that you will do will be to get the two colors that you will be using to go there in between. You see that gold? Wait, it's being covered. Okay, there. Okay, you see that gold and that white. Okay, so I'll be using gold and white. Wow, how difficult. Okay, so gold and white, put it on your hook, and all you have to do is just slip on that cap band. Okay, now you have to keep what is inside inside and what is outside outside, and so therefore the gold must be inside. Okay, so you have to just keep the order that way, so it should look like that. Okay, next is you are going to get two white bands for both the left and the right, so you have two, just so that we're ready, so you know the number of bands. Okay, so the next bands will be two each side. Okay, and what you will do will be, for the first side, okay, you will put the first band on your hook and then loop that first white that you have onto the hook. I don't know how to do, how do others do that? They do this thing wherein they just like that. I don't know how. I have to use my right hand. How do they do that? Uy. Oh, okay. See, it's going to take me forever. This tutorial is going to be 5 hours long. Okay, so anyway, there. So you just loop the first white that you have. Remember, that's the order of your band. Okay. So you loop the first white over, and then you put it back. Okay. Let's do this left side first. So you put it back. Okay. Then you get another gold, and then you loop the first white. Listen carefully. You loop the first white. Okay, and then whatever the next color is, you will see, you will loop the fourth band, meaning that was the first, this is your second, third, and then fourth. Okay, so you loop over the fourth band. Ta-da! See, it crosses over. That's okay. That's really how it's supposed to be. Okay, then you put it back. Ta-da! Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. And then, if you don't have a hook like mine, you can get another hook, and I already taught this to people. You just slide it under all of those. Okay, right now I'm gonna teach you this, but later on I won't anymore because I'll just keep turning my hook around. Okay, so you just slip it on there, and then you just transfer it just like that, and then you turn it around. Ta-da! Okay, so you have your two more bands, and for the other, so you will repeat the same steps for the other side. You put your first white on your first band, and then you get the second one. But for this time, remember, you are just going to hook the other gold because the gold is already there, so it's not the same step. All you do is you loop the first one followed by the gold that's remaining there, because that's supposed to go over to cross. See, so there. If ever that you got confused, don't worry, I can repeat the steps, but that is supposed to look like that right now. Look, see? Okay, did you get confused? Okay, for the benefit of everybody who are confused, I will repeat everything just to be sure, because that step can be confusing. Okay, one more time. Sorry, sorry, expert loomers, but we really need to teach everyone equally and fairly. So step one, you create your cap band on your hook. Okay, that is step one. And then step two, you get one of your gold and one of your white. Step two, and you keep your gold on the top one, on the on the inner part, inner more. Ano burst. Okay, so there, and then you loop it on, but you loop it back on, and then you keep your gold inside. Remember that. Okay, that is how it's supposed to look. Okay, the next step is you get the first gold for the left, you loop it on the first white only. Okay, and then you put it back on. Okay, you get your second white, then you loop the first white, and then you get the third band, sorry, the fourth rather, including this. So it's 1 2, let's put this back on. Okay, okay, so just to be clear, there are actually two ways to remember this. Number one is that you count it 1 2 3 4 5, so you have 5, right? So you loop the first and the fourth, so it's 1 2 3 and then 4, so the first and the fourth. So the first and then the fourth. Okay? Another way is, since you have your gold, you loop the first one, and all we want to do with the gold is to just cross the two bands. They have to cross like that, okay? So if you have your gold, then you'll remember that these two have to cross. So what you do is you get the farthest gold and pull it over to make it cross over. It's that simple. And we only do it for that side because for the next side, we just loop the gold over to the other side. But now you'll see it's crossed, okay? So now, I won't do the transfer anymore. I'll just turn my hook around and just push it to the other side. There. Then you have your two golds. Then you add your first gold again to that side. There. And then put it back. And then the next gold. And then loop only one white band and the remaining gold. Or whatever color you choose. There. See? So now, as I was saying, we've achieved the crossing of the gold. See? The gold is now crossed. Okay? So, we can now move to the next step, I believe. Okay? And our next step is we will be adding the blue again. So, when you go to the blue, you get only two. Just two. Okay? One on each side. So, you get your blue. And here's another one that you should pay attention for. This is similar to the Lumeless Nights. Okay? You remember 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? You will be looping 1, 4, and 5. Okay? So, when you put your gold, your blue, all you have to do is to remember 1, 4, and 5 for the one side. So, you loop over 1. Oops, twisting. Okay, and then you loop over 4 and 5. So you just pull it down a bit. There. And then you loop 4 and 5 over there. See? Okay, and then you put your blue back on. So you've got your bands over there. Okay, then for the other side, it's almost the same, but you're just looping whatever's left. So you loop the remaining 3. Cha-chan! So you also just crossed the middle bands, and your bands should look like this. Okay, pretty clear, I think. Okay, so the other side it's just 1, 4, and 5, and then you loop it over, and then the other side is just the same. Okay, but again, to make sure that you guys remember, I will repeat that particular portion because I'm nice. But one last time only because I have to rush. Okay, so let's put it back normally as it was in the beginning. Okay, so there. So you've got your bands crossed. Okay, so you have it all flat like that again. Okay, so let's do the blue part again so you're not confused. So you get your blue bands, you got one on your hook. You loop number 1, skip 2 and 3, and then you loop 4 and 5 over. 4 and 5. There. Okay? I believe that is super clear. Then you put it back on. Okay? And then you turn your hook around and you loop the remaining whites or whatever colors that you have there. Okay? I suggest if you are going to do hook only designs, you do it maybe around 2 rounds using the same color. So you just get the pattern, you get the feel of it. Because if you keep changing colors immediately when you start a project and you're not yet used to it, you will really get confused. Okay? So, we're about to end. This is actually the ending of the sequence. And we are now going to do and loop the second parts already. But there's a little bit of confusion that might get to you. So here is the portion that for me is the most challenging and you really have to remember because even when I was looking at the flip program, I did not get it in the first place. or I did not get it the first time rather. So now here, you get your white and gold again. Okay, you get your two different bands for that section again, and now you loop over everything. Okay, watch closely because this is the tricky part. So I loop over everything, right? But what you will do before you put it back, okay, this is important. Before you put it back, you release the first band, you release this first one, put it in between these two, which means you will get the white and put it through the blue. Sometimes it's, if you have a hook, it's better. So I'll show you. Ah! I dropped my hook. Okay, I'm back. So what I did is I released the first blue from those, and then you will get your blue inside the white. I no, it's baliktad. It's like this. You put the blue inside the white, like that, so that the blue is in between the gold and the white. Okay, look at that carefully. Okay, I'll repeat it so that you guys, I'm sure you guys are so confused. Okay, let's put it back. Okay, there. This is originally how it looks. Okay, when you loop all the blues on it, what you want to do is to put that blue in between the two. So you release it, okay, and then you get the blue out, remove the blue, okay, and then you get the blue to go through the white. Oh, you let the white go through the blue. Oh my god, I'm so confusing. Okay, oops, sorry, again. You might have not seen that because I was out of focus. So like I said, you release the blue from here, right? So I release the blue, and then you make the blue go through, you make the white go through the blue, like this. See? And then you put it back up. Okay? You can also use your hand. I'll do it for the other side. You can also use your hand. It's really easy. I'll show you. Because with my hook, it might have confused you. Okay? So, since we have to release the blue, okay, remove these two. Remove these two, right? So I remove those two. And now, I just have to get the blue. Put it in between the gold and the white. Like that. See? Just put it in between the gold and the white. And then, you sandwich it and put it back on. It's so slippery. Rock. There. So now, you will see the two blues are inside the whites, right? That's how it should be. Okay? Yay! And now we start again. We will get our two whites again. It's basically the complete pattern. It looks so pretty. I like it a lot. Okay? So now, we repeat the same steps. You use your two whites, and then you loop the first white, and then you put it back on. You get your next white, you loop it the first white on, and the farthest gold, or band number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you put number 4 over there. See? And then it's crossed again. And then you turn your hook around, and then you loop the first white, put it back on. You get your second white, you loop it the first white on the hook, and then followed by the remaining gold. Where's my gold there? Why is that gold wrong? Is that correct? Ah yeah, it's correct. No, wait. I did something wrong. Sorry, wait. There's something wrong. Wait, what did I do wrong? Hold on. Let me just remove it. I messed something up. Okay. Let's forget those steps, okay? Sorry. I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong. Hold on. Something's wrong. There's something wrong. Okay, let's go back to that step where I loop the blue inside. So I'll go back here. That shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have happened. What's wrong with me? Okay, because I did it right. It shouldn't be like that. Okay, so let's repeat it. I'm sorry. Let us erase. I do not edit. So you see when I mess up. Okay, but there was something wrong with that because that was supposed to be right. Okay, so I loop the first white on this. Okay, and then I put it back, followed by the second white, loop it, followed by the farthest gold, which is correct. Okay, I'm wondering what happened there. Okay, then you turn it around. It's because the gold went under. Okay, it wasn't supposed to go under these two. So when I slid my bands, I think it just went like that. So that's why it got confused. So my steps were correct. The band just went under the white. So yay. Okay, so that's something that you guys have to watch out for. When you use a hook like this, you just slide the bands, right? There is a tendency for the bands to roll on top of each other, and then you don't realize it's wrong. So now I realized that was something new, and so I learned it, and now you know. So when you slide your bands, you check if they are still in order, because that's what had just happened to me. So I got confused. So we continue. Put the first band on the left, and then loop over and put it back. Then get your second white, loop the first band over together with the remaining gold. Now it's correct. Yay! There you go. And you have it crossed again. That's supposed to look like that. Okay? Next you get your two blues. Okay? And then you just loop. What did I say earlier? 1, 4, and 5. So you get number 1, 2, 3. You get 4 and 5. Loop them over, and that's easy. See? Then you turn your hook around and loop all the remaining whites there, and loop all the remaining whites on it. Why are you turning? Sorry. There. And now you've got it done again. See? It's really fast. Believe it or not, when you get the pattern, it is super fast. Okay, so there. Okay, and now you're ready to go back to your golden white. Okay, and loop all those blues on it. Okay, and here's the confusing part again, and so you can see. Okay, remember, we will release the first blue. Okay, make the white go in between the blue, or just simply put it in between the white and the gold, so that you're not so confused. Sometimes I use the hook because it's hard, so just do like that. There, see? So just make it go in between the white and the gold, and then put these two back on. See? That's how it's supposed to look. Then you do the other side. Okay. Release them. Get that blue out. And then get the white to go through it. Just like that. And then put it back on. There. Okay, so we will do it one more time. Step 1, you put one white band on the left and loop one white over, followed by another white, and loop that first white and your fourth band here, put it over, and then put it back, and then you turn it around and then slide it over the other side. Get your white band again, repeat the steps, single one there, put it back, and then get the second white loop one white over and the remaining gold. So it's really not difficult, believe me. It's so easy. Okay, then get your two blues again, then loop bands number 1, number 4, and number 5. Ta-da! Then do the other side, loops, loop the remaining white bands, and you're done. Ta-da! Then you get your gold and white again, and loop everything over. Make sure nothing's crossed. There. And then you release the blue from the gold. Let it go in between the two bands, and then put it back. See, I did it with my hand only. Okay, then the next one, so go to the other side. You release it again. You release the blue from the gold, and then put it under the gold, in between the white and gold, and then put it back. See? Easy. Easy peasy. And we start again. One last time, okay? One last time, just to be sure. Oops, there's some extra there. Yay. Okay. So we remove, or not remove, we put on our first white, loop on the first white on it, loop the first white on it. Then get your second white, loop the first white, and the farthest gold. Cross it over. Then put it back. Then you turn your hook around. Turn the hook around. See what happened? The gold went under again, and then I put it back out there. So, this is the thing with the limited edition bands. They roll. That's how they roll. So you put your first band and loop the first white again. And then, oops, it has ears. Okay, and then you put your second gold, your second white, your second white. Oops, what happened? Oh, there, it's twisted. Okay, the first white, loop it, and then the remaining gold. Ta-da! Okay, there. And then, for the blue, you put the blue first. 1, 4, and 5. There. And then turn around, get your other blue. 1, oh, sorry, the remaining whites. There you go. And that's your pattern. Ta-da! And when you're done and you think that you've reached the desired length you want, all you have to do is to just get a single band similar to your cap band there, and just put it over up to where you stop, because the length really depends on how long you want it. So what will happen is that you just loop it like that. Just get the single band, and that's where you put your C-clip, right there. See? Super simple and super nice to do. I really enjoyed making this bracelet because it's super nice. And once you're done, you just organize your band so that everything can be seen nicely, because sometimes they tend to be covered, like here. Oh, there. I got cut and I don't know why. So anyway, I have just finished my so weird. I just finished my snowdrop bracelet, and this is such a beautiful bracelet. I believe you guys will enjoy making it. It's perfect for this Christmas. Snowdrop bracelet, I love it. I did it in this color and I'm so happy with it. So guys, this is the snowdrop bracelet created by Adele Griffiths. Okay, so please make sure that you follow Adele Griffiths on Instagram. And when you make this bracelet, please don't forget to hashtag Jace Alvarez, Snowdrop Bracelet, and Adele Griffiths so that we can see your renditions. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, just comment in the comment box below and let me know if you have anything else that you want to know. So, I'm happy that I shared this tutorial and I don't know what I'm saying, so I'll stop now. Bye!